Yes. I want to know whether DPP, them, Miss Paula Llewellyn. I say your name? Yeah, you don't want to go out of the people in office, or you don't want to go out of the people in office. I'm say the Labour right government, Prime Minister, I try back you, and I try, what am I do? Try extend the stay for what? I look like you know about the 6 corruption them where they don't want to talk about all now. You understand? They want to save you for save them. Because you is a part of everything where them are going with. But me I see if Jamaica people, big idiots, like Uno, I go sit down there and make them big corruption people here. Take it over some big idiots. You understand? Or woman left the DPP position, judge ruler left. And Prime Minister want to appeal it. You sticking on the head? You more sticking on the head down there. As a feel be a strong way I use down there. You come like say my and one and some spell down there, no food, no blood clot. Vote out the man. When you call general election with the people and vote out on the corruption, rotted. Paula Llewellyn lift up out of the people in office. And that you have to do. You want to stay in there and taunt Vybz Kartel. The world knows that you do. A Vybz Kartel you want to taunt. Come out of the office and leave. Your time is up.
So the DPP cost the government £650,000 sterling. The DPP cost the government £650,000 sterling, which is about $126 million. In Jamaica, yes, people, all because of their stubbornness and their wickedness. Now the government will have to pay $126 million over to Vybz Kartel without Vybz Kartel even have to sue the state. Now, the King Charles III, ruled that Vybz Kartel should get $126 million, which is £650,000 that they use for Privy Council the other day. Now, people, we just talk about the Privy Council money right here, right now. The money what them use at Privy Council, if you look about the Privy Council and if you pay the lawyers them, the government have to pay back Vybz Kartel all of that money because Vybz Kartel win them at the Privy Council. Now, with all of this where they go on, where the government in a problem, if it pay back Vybz Kartel, them still a try to put back the same person that was corrupted and use the corrupted jury and corrupted evidence to sentence Vybz Kartel so him can go to prison for life. As she same one, them a try to put back in a office. Want to see your life set? Want to see our life set? Paula Llewellyn is so corrupted that she cost the country, the state, $126 million out of taxpayers' pocket. Because none of them they pay them. Our taxpayers, we the taxpayers, and we have to pay back Vybz Kartel all of those money. Now, how coincident is it that as England put out, they say, Vybz Kartel to get back all of the money what them spend at Privy Council. This terror long brother away. Disrespect portion the other day come up, but Jamaica gonna cut ties with England by 2025. And I want to know if you blame England, blame Paula Llewellyn. But bless up to my viewers and my subscribers them. May hope everybody having a blessed and a wonderful evening. Now my viewers and my subscribers, remember, in everything you do, always put God first. In every and any situation, just always remember to call upon God. Always remember to pray, because a prayer day keep the devil away. Now, my viewers and my subscribers, we have a lot coming up inside this update. ISAT BUCHANAN said, time come. Time is now. So people, make we run the intro and come back. We soon forward. So welcome back to my viewers and my subscribers them. Big up to all of my viewers, big up to all of my subscribers them. We continually support the channel and help the channel to grow. Now, remember to leave a like on this video. Remember to give this video a thumbs up. Also, if it's a new viewers first time on my channel, then please subscribe to my channel and turn on the post notification bell so whenever we drop new content, you will be first to be notified. Share the content with a friend, a family, a loved one. Share it on your social media platform. Now, people, Paul Llewellyn put the Jamaican people in a problem because I'm not the government, you know, but the Jamaican people because they are the one that will be paying back Vybz Kartel all of these money. And for all of the people where they out there, I say Vybz Kartel we stay behind bars and this and that and them a dig one hole, then they have a saying say, when you dig one hole, make sure you dig one next one so you can drop in it. Now, the whole of Jamaica drop in one hole, you know. All because of Paul Llewellyn and our stubbornness. You understand me? I say, no, you have a corrupted jury, corrupted evidence, and you use it to sentence this man because you claim to say you don't want to start over about the case because it will cost too much money to restart the case. Now, look at what you cost Paul Llewellyn. You and the state, not even you and the state, because we don't pay none, but the Jamaican people will have to pay back Vybz Kartel $126 million for his privy council fee. Enough people are going to say, well, that's a little bit of money. Government can pay that. That is a little bit of money. Government can pay that. But I know the government are going to pay that. You think Andrew Holness is going to take $1 out of his pocket or out of his bank account and say I'm going to pay back Vybz Kartel? No. A taxpayers' money, I go pay back Vybz Kartel. We the taxpayers, I go pay back Vybz Kartel. So tomorrow when you wake up and you see price gone up on every single thing, just like when the SSL saga when they go on, and when you look, you see ticket gone up, you see food price gone up, everything gone up, taxpayers have to always feel it. So when the money missing over SSL, taxpayers have to pay back. Because Andrew Holness come out with that thing where him pressure the taxi man them and the people them where they drive and him raise up the ticket them some 100,000 tickets, some 200,000 tickets. Some things will never happen in our history. But yet still they'll ride truck and fight to put back Paul Llewellyn in her office after she make that big old blunder, that big old error, that big old wickedness. Wanna still a fight to put her back in her office. But Buchanan said, time come for a change. And him not just mean say, time come for change the DPP. It mean time come to change the government. Because this government is a nightmare to the Jamaican people. This government is a burden to the Jamaican people because the Jamaican people have to always pay the price. Now people, check out this video from ISAT Buchanan.
They don't exist anymore. So on Friday, April 19th, the office was vacant. You see the snap? The office was vacant. Anyway, but they didn't say that. So once again, there's the road to embarrassment. Anyway, what follows from that is this. Once again, the government has appealed the decision. And once again, they show complete contempt, complete disregard, complete lack of respect for the court. So it's one thing when Mr. Rattigan is told that he doesn't have standing and he's aggrieved and he appeals. That is the justice system. And I'm going to say this, it is the right of the government to make an appeal if they are aggrieved. So don't get me wrong, I am not saying that they should not appeal because they have that right. And if they have the right, they should exercise it because it's not over until you go to the Privy Council. So the same set of people says, why not go to the Privy Council when we can handle our own business, is prepared to go to the Privy Council. But Marky G said, I will carry you to the Privy Council because when you're strong and wrong, me not put up with no slackness. Time come. It's a new dawn. So if anybody wondering why my Adidas gear is of a particular color, it's because I'm excited to know that competence exists in Jamaica outside of the judiciary. It's exciting times. Time actually come where you have to let the done step aside and allow competent people to marshal you, lead you to a better Jamaica, to respect for the people, to respect for the Constitution. There's a stench of green, a foul odor. And if you want to know what it look like, it's filled with green, like when Junjo, that kind of thing. And they selectively write letters and say, oh, we young, it's time for him to resign. Without knowing the facts, without knowing the context. Look what they did to young Vybz out of Westmoreland. They don't find the context and they write in documents about resign. You have to think on these things. We are so quick to make people unemployed, to destroy people's lives. And then we are also, when it is for our friends, we are willingly, remember that pastor that way, never do it willingly? Well, we are wingingly ready to breach the Constitution, to carry on that which is void. I don't say it, because I can tell you this, me know for myself, because I am blessed to be in the courts as well, that there are many competent people. And let me just address it now for anybody who don't know. Miss Claudette Thompson, she is competent. If one goes back to the Andre Stevenson show when this conversation came up last year, I mentioned her name as one of the people who are also competent and capable. So nobody don't worry. Whether or not they're going to just leave her as acting is another story. Because there is Jeremy Taylor, albeit he's there. I'll be careful. I don't have $500,000 song. I'm going to say nothing about a particular song that I'd mentioned his name as well. But anyway, and there is, I've said it, I may be a bit biased, but Miss Pike, Miss Kathy Ann Pike, stranger danger. Because if she prosecutes you, you're going to go to prison. And I'm a defense attorney. Of course, I'm not supposed to be bragging about the prosecution. But anyway, we'll leave that alone. But just work with me. Having done that, and knowing that you have a right to appeal, there is optics. There is something called a moral disposition. There is something called justice must be seen to be done. So there's a way to protect the integrity of the justice system. It's a bad message to send when three erudite judges, not one, three erudite judges of the Supreme Court reviews your case and makes a decision and gives a declaration, and the status quo goes back to what it was. And says that somebody who has retired don't get the benefit of a second extension because the Constitution never envisioned that. Giving effect to the Constitution as it is, a progressive document that contemplates that there would be people who do not want to let go of the arms and realm of power, will not give another person's child the opportunity to flourish and contribute to the country. So I'm putting that in context so that people can understand and appreciate how important we are when I say we are at an impact.
No disrespect. But Paula Llewellyn, a big woman now, to resign. Paula Llewellyn and 60 odd years old. She can resign and go home, go sit down. You have young people out there that can take her space, can take up that space inside of our office. But instead of taking someone else that can serve for the next 10 years, they want to keep Paula Llewellyn, that is old and should retired immediately. They want to keep her in the office. And the people them attack. The people them say the only reason why Paula Llewellyn are still in office is because Andrew Holness are hiding the 6 criminals which he is a part of the illicit 6. So them have to keep Paula in the office so Paula can hold it down. But at the end of the day, them now look at it and say, Paula Llewellyn cost the country $100 million. $126 million. £650. £1,000 I should say. And them still want to keep her in the office. Now this government is so corrupted that people don't need to vote them out. Or don't need to vote them out. No. And I see a lot of you are saying that Andrew Holness and his wife are going to pay this money. No. Andrew Holness and his wife are not going to pay this money. The government have 3 sources of income: grant, loan, and tax. Nobody now going to lend the government no loan if you go pay about Vybz Kartel no money. Let me tell you no plain and straight. Nobody now going to lend the government no loan for this situation. Mark it down 10 and check it out if you don't think like me I tell. One more thing again. Nobody now going to lend the government, now going to give the government no grant for pay back Vybz Kartel money. Nobody at all now going to give the government $120 million out of money for pay back, out of grant for pay back Vybz Kartel. Nobody now give them type of grant there. The EU now give the grant for do that, or no other sources now go give the grant for pay back Vybz Kartel. So it only left back down to one thing now. And the one thing we left back, remember me call 3. Loan, grant, and tax. So guess what now? Our pocket as the taxpayers are going to burn we hotter. Because every single thing are going to raise up. It are going to cost us more taxes. People, it are going to cost us more taxes. So all of who will sit down and say, show a little bit of money that the government will pay back that in a no time. No, the government will not pay back that in a no time because the government now going to touch fee money we have in a bank account. The government are going to touch your money where you have in a your bank account by job back all of this money in a tax. So he can pay back Vybz Kartel. And that is why they are not afraid to make this type of mistake. That is why they are not afraid to do such thing. Because it now going to cost them. Maybe I got tax about the government wicked and this and that. But at the end of the day, I do 7 days stock. I do 7 days stock. But the fact is, taxpayers will feel it the most. Taxpayers' pocket I go burn them. So uno now taxpayers of Jamaica, let me see if uno I go allow the government to put back Paula Llewellyn we cost uno $120 million in an office. Make me see if uno go sit down on the backside and allow Paula Llewellyn to go back, go take office. Because according to them, the lawyer said she should not resign until after the appeal. Now, I wonder if she feel or feel when she forced Vybz Kartel to go to prison. She not prison, then they force her to go to, Yeah, man. I should have prison then force her if you go because what you do can't rub out. And what you do right now, it'll cost taxpayers millions. Such a wicked and cruel act. Such a wicked and cruel act. And I think the same one of them call him Delroy Chuck should go to prison with you as well for this blunder. Uno is a national disgrace to this country. Uno is a burden to Jamaican. Jaja. People, stay to thought on that down below in the comment section. And remember to like the video. Alright? I'm out.
Land and shelter remain important national priorities. On the minds of hardworking Jamaicans is a question: will they ever be able to enjoy the security of being able to own a piece of land or a house? Using data from the 2022 Voluntary National Review Report of the 2030 Agenda and the SDGs, we know that in 2019, over 100,000 fewer Jamaicans rented or lived in their own home than in 2007. 100,000 fewer Jamaicans. 30% of households were either living rent-free with the owner's consent, what Jamaicans would call cotching, or they were occupying premises without the legal owner's consent. That represented an increase of 10 percentage points over the preceding decade. If you live in a major urban center, you are most concerned about the fact that the price of housing built under this JLP government is out of reach for most people. Shelter is one of the basic needs of our people. In the Jamaican historical and socio-economic context, it requires a proactive policy by the state to provide affordable housing for our people. The People's National Party understands this. It is what motivated us to develop Portmore, the largest residential community in the English-speaking Caribbean, and so many other major schemes: Harbourview, Mona Heights, Frontier Heights, and a plethora of other housing developments across the island. It is why, in 1976, the Most Honourable Michael Manley established a National Housing Trust to provide affordable housing for Jamaicans. It is why the Most Honourable P.J. Patterson in the 1990s established a program called Operation Pride to provide land and housing for citizens, which, despite its challenges, delivered over 50,000 titled lots for people in Pines of Karachi, Mount Edgecombe, Melrose Mews, Bedworth Gardens, Bel Air, and a host of other communities. And similarly, the Most Honourable Portia Simpson Miller embarked on an initiative to remove barracks housing and provide houses for sugar workers to live in dignity. In stark contrast, this government has built a mere 200 social houses, one dege since 2016, a paltry average of 25 housing units per year. And it presided over the demolition of poor people's houses in Clifton and St. Catherine and sought to evict 65 settled families from their homes in the widest Vale. In truth and in fact, the cost of housing is out of reach to ordinary Jamaicans, with a 2-bedroom unit on the market costing over $20 million, while the NHT only provides up to $9 million to a contributor to purchase a home. The NHT has been financially weakened by the government's continued extraction of $11.4 billion every year to finance the budget of the government since 2016. After the 2013 to 2016 IMF program ended, we had put that in place for 4 years, when we had a mountain of debt to get Jamaica out of, and we had a very high primary surplus target. It was never supposed to be extended. The recent decision to require NHT contributors earning over $31,000 a week to borrow from private financial institutions flows from that extraction of resources for so many years now, since this government came to power. And whereas contributors to NHT have been charged interest rates of 5% by the NHT, private financial institutions are charging around 9% now, and the NHT is having to subsidize those private financial institutions for the difference in those rates. And that's going to further weaken the institution. Jamaica needs change, and we are on the road to change. We recognize recognize that the police, the soldiers, the teachers, the nurses, civil servants, young professionals need access to affordable housing. So that must be the road to change. And some of our proposals include, we will repurpose the NHT to ensure that it focuses on the building of affordable housing. We will end the extraction of $11.4 billion a year from the NHT for the government's budget and put this money into building affordable houses for our people. We will provide targeted and well-designed incentives for developers to get into the construction of affordable housing so that more of our population can afford to acquire a home using their NHT benefits. And we will complete the unfinished Operation Pride schemes so that the residents enjoy the full benefits of what was started for them. And we will launch a new program based on a similar concept, but with a robust and transparent accountability structure to tackle the deep problem of informal settlements across Jamaica and bring dignified housing in organized communities to our citizens.